Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So, the video today is on this 2007 Vauxhall Corsa with the 1.4 petrol engine. This particular one is automatic, that doesn't really matter, I believe, at least for the time being. So, the reason why I'm working on this today is absolutely freezing. It's about -4 or -5 degrees. But the reason why I'm doing it is because they dropped this thing with that window cracked open, and I don't want to leave it like that, just in case if it turns to rain. So you can see that battery in there. I already tested the battery. That battery, although the voltage is a little bit on the low side, about 11.90 or something like that, I tested it and it's actually good. So we're going to reuse that one because the one in there, they brought me the battery because they already know that battery, although that battery looks pretty new, pretty cleaned. I would say it's a brand new battery, to be fair with you. Is completely depleted, so nothing lights up inside the car even though it's connected, so that battery is completely flat. So what we're going to do now is we are going to obviously fit that battery, close that window, and then while I'm outside, I'm already kind of cold, we might just do a quick scan and I'll show you exactly what's going on with this car. And we might just carry on from there. So let's kind of change the battery, get inside the car, and I'll explain exactly what is wrong. Okay, so the new, well, used battery is installed. I just want you to look at these two screws in there, or bolts. These bolts are from, see if I show you, you see in there, hanging off, the ECU right at the back. And the reason why I'm showing you the ECU is because there is another issue here. Okay. Now, first time I turned it around, I didn't even realize there's a pin in there and everything by the looks of it. Anyway, so let me explain you exactly what's wrong with this, so we can then proceed. Right, window is now closed, as you can see. So the first thing, oh damn it, I already locked the steering. So the first thing I've noticed when I turn, okay, so we can all see the cluster. Right, so the first thing I've noticed when I turn the ignition on, as you can see, you're going to see that the spanner light is flashing. We get this warning, not really sure why this warning, not 100% sure what this warning is for, really no. I think we'll have to figure that out later. Now, let me take you the story. So this is what the guys said to me. They got the car exactly the way the car is. They haven't touched the car. They said the car came already with that ECU in there. The car doesn't start. Let me actually show you. So that's in. No, press brake. I don't know what he's going to do. First time I'm going to try to crank this and just nothing happens. So as you're going to see in there, nothing happens. Okay, so because we have these ECUs already, one there, one here, I'm not sure what's going on. So let's gonna plug in quickly the max CCs and we'll see what we have and how we're going to proceed. I don't know what's been done on this, so but that's the story. The story is that they haven't touched the car at all. This is how the car came, and the car, well, it's been waiting for me because they asked me for this few weeks back to have a look at this. So but yeah, they say they haven't touched anything. The car is exactly how they got it. So let's gonna plug in the Maxi 6 and see where we are. Right, and I don't think that's right. My Corsa reads -4.5. Anyway, let's gonna do another scan. I could go easily. So this is the Easytronic. It's not the Easytronic, it's the AF134. Got 2 fault codes in there, 1 fault code in there. So let's go and do a auto scan so we have a better idea of what's going on, rather than go one by one. But I know exactly which ECUs I should have gone to. Body control module, engine ECU, and probably immobilizer. Okay, so let's finish and then we'll go from there. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to plug in the charger on the car because we're going to be here with the ignition on and I don't want to run low on voltage. So we're going to do that while that finishes. Okay, so charger plugged in. We are on 13 volts, which is perfect. Loads of faults. Okay, well, pretty much everything. Wow. Only a couple ECUs that do not have codes, but with the battery the way it was, that's kind of expected. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the engine. I want to see what the engine tells me fault wise, and the engine tells me wrong transponder key, wrong environment identifier received from BCM. So that makes kind of sense. So now what we're going to do, let me just check one thing. I want to see which VIN number we have on this ECU. I want to see if that matches the car. So 90463. Let me have a look. Yep, that's correct. That's the correct VIN number. So now we're going to go back. It's going to go to my AF, so gearbox. No communications with CAN bus, high speed. That's interesting. Okay, we'll not worry with that just yet. Body control module. True codes. So wrong environment for my PC, wrong environment identifier, STM. So I'm not sure. Oh, well, hold on, because I've done a mistake here. We need to understand exactly what's been done onto this, because although these guys, they promised me they haven't touched the car, but we don't know what's been done before. $90463, so that's the correct VIN number as well. That's good. Just gonna go back. It's very, very important, guys, to initially understand what we are working with. That makes part of the immobilizer system. The cluster. Intermittent, wrong immobilizer identified, okay. $90463, so that's correct. That's good that all the parts on the car at the moment seem to be the correct ones. Immobilizer, which is going to be part of the BCM. But you do access it in a slightly different way. So yeah, it's going to be the same. So 40463, so that's fine. Trouble codes on the immobilizer. Present, wrong environment, CAN bus malfunction, CAN bus no communications. So environment, so looks like all we have to do is realign or reprogram all this stuff again. Interior lighting doesn't matter. SDM, the airbag is part of the immobilizer on these cars. Driver side airbag, wrong immobilizer identifier received, so that's not present at the moment. Driver side airbag, driver side. Do we have an airbag light on? No, we don't, because we don't even have an airbag light. Look at that. Oh man, we don't even have an airbag light. Okay. And I think that's it. The main things is this, isn't it? So let's gonna do. We already checked most of it, so let's gonna do this. A quick erase into everything. Okay, and after clear the codes, there's no faults. Obviously, they will come back most likely. So now I'm at the point of testing. This battery was actually installed the other way around, so I have to turn it around. But it looks like both keys have been, at least the remotes, have been programmed. So this key locks and unlocks, and this key as well locks and unlocks. Obviously, there is no blade on this key, so I'm not really sure what happened here, but it looks like we have a key program to it. So let's gonna turn the ignition on again. Yeah, airbag light has been definitely covered up. We still have that in there, so I'm not sure what this thing is, to be fair with you. Really strange. What we're gonna do, so this is all done. So let's gonna escape this again. And let's do another, actually, no, I'm not gonna do another scan this time. I'm gonna just escape this. We're gonna have codes back, obviously. There we go. But I don't want to do this. The first thing I want to do, because we're gonna need this, is try to see body. Okay, so that's what I want, is get the security code, because we're gonna need it. Okay, and I have the security code, so now we're going to go back, and I want to see one by one. So I want to go to, let me go here. So let me go to, let's try to do one at a time. Let me see which codes we still have, if we do still have the environment thingy. So we have wrong immobilizer, wrong identifier. So we have that, that's fine. We'll leave that for now. From SDM. So we need to go to instrument cluster, special functions, reset. Okay, now I'm going to put the pin code. Okay, so the correct code has been put in. Now we're going to reset it. Programming failed. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Unless that's been already reset and actually needs programming. So let's gonna try. What am I doing wrong? I've always had a little bit of trouble with the maxi-Cs on some of this stuff. Body control module. So let's gonna tell them that this has been installed. Okay. That's already the correct one, so there's nothing to do here. Right, shall I get another tool? Because I'm not sure what's going on here. Unless Hold on a second. Okay guys, so we are now using Opcom. I'm sure the MaxiCs might be able to do it, but I always had a little bit of issues, so I just decided to come here with the Opcom. And to be honest with you, it's way easier for any of you guys to get hold of Opcom than the MaxiCs. So I'm just here on the status of the IPC instrument cluster, and as you can see, immobilizer identifier on the instrument is programmed, and the IPC environment identifier is programmed. So we don't need to do nothing here. Okay, so we're going to go back, and now I'm going to go back again. Actually, I've done something wrong there, but anyway, let's close that. So now I want to see the SDM, see if I can see anything in there as well. I want to see the status of it. Programming. Just hold a second. Okay, so now it's going to ask me for the pin number. Okay, so pin number inserted. Now let's going to check the status of the immobilizer. Correctly entered. It doesn't show me anything else. Yeah, it doesn't have nothing else to show, which is a little bit weird. But SDM configuration. Okay. So I'm not going to touch this for now. I can't keep it. Okay, anyway. So it doesn't really show me if it is programmed. Let's see if I try to program SDM. So please think before you press yes. Yes. Is it doing anything? Okay, no feedback, no nothing. Okay. Okay, it's going to go back. Let me read the fault codes. Now that's very good. Okay. Am I gonna get a different version of Opcom, because this one is not giving me everything I want? You get a different version. Try this 2009. Okay, and to be fair, none of the versions I've tried shows me any more data. So I'm going to presume, because the pin code is good, and if I press this, nothing really happens. So either already is programmed, and I guess that's going to be okay. So I'm not going to waste more time here for now. So let's going to go into the next module. So immobilizer, I'm just going to do this one here. Okay, so that's the pin in there. So it's here to program the variant. Let's just see what's in here. Rain sensor, daytime, automatic tail lights. Great Britain. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. There's not a lot to it. Immobilizer programming. So security code, I already entered it, so it just saves the pin in there. So reset BCM, no. So let's see if we try to do that again. ECM installed. Is it doing anything? That's it. It's doing nothing. Right, okay. That's strange. So we have a wrong environment received from instrument cluster. Wrong environment received EPC instrument cluster. Okay. Let's gonna reset the SDM. Well, let me cycle the ignition. Okay. It's gonna go back in. Wrong immobilizer, security code not programmed. So that's correct. So that's fine. So he actually did something. It's gonna go there, program ECU, security code. It's gonna press OK. Okay. Let's do program SDM. And I guess he programs it even without. Okay, so now we're gonna have to put the VIN number. So let me put the VIN number and then we'll proceed. Okay, so let's gonna press OK. Okay, so now it should be all done, I think. SDM configuration. So that's the same as it was before. So we're not gonna touch. Now what? Let's just go back. I'm not gonna touch that for now. So let's go back. Let's go to measuring blocks. That's fine. Just check that. Not entered. Security time. Reset counter. 4. Reset counter. Okay. Back. It doesn't show me. Where can I see the VIN number that's programmed on it? Ah, okay. So there is. So VIN stored is okay. Yeah. Low speed. BCM is present. No, is not. It is present. Is present. Is present. Electrical heater is not present. Okay, so that seems like is okay. Let's go back. Fault codes. So not present. Security code not programmed. Okay, refresh list. Let's just refresh the list. Still say it's present. What the heck's going on? Okay, to be fair with you, I haven't yet cycled the ignition after this. Ignition off. And I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to carry on doing this stuff off camera with the other modules, and then I will just report as I go along. So no DTC is present at the moment. I just turned the ignition back on. Okay, so no codes. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to carry on doing this now on the IPC, reset every single one, blah 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 blah, and go from there. Then when we get somewhere, I will let you know. And here he is, running with no faults, well, ish. So as soon as I did the environment, so as soon as I reset the airbag, then I did the same on the instrument cluster, just finished it off, and the car started straight away, as you can see. There we go, up and running. So all good. So the ECU in there looks like it's good for now. I'm not sure why that ECU in there. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put the 2 bolts back into the ECU, put the ECU back in place, and that's it. I'm not going to touch the airbag. I know it's a little bit, someone covered it up, but it is what it is. I'm not going to touch. I can only mention to the guy that the airbag light has been covered. Let me just see one thing. It's interesting because usually, sometimes, that light starts flashing if there is an airbag fault somewhere. Yeah, I'm not missing the airbag light, am I? No, I'm not. So that's the parking system at the top. That's the seat belt, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not missing it. So yeah, so a really quick fix, to be fair with you. I don't know. I've always felt that the Maxi-Cs was a little bit bad on these cars, doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to disconnect my charger. I've only run it for a couple of seconds. I just want to check the oil level, etc. before I get this thing here running for any longer. Is there any fuel on it? There is a little bit. Not a lot, but there is some. So yeah, so I want to put the bolts back in. I don't know what that beeping is. I just want to put the ECU back in place, the bolts back in place, check the oil level. Yeah, it looks good to me, actually. I know we just turned off the engine, but it looks actually on level. But yeah, let's gonna put that back on and then get it running for a little bit longer. Water, let me see if there's water on this thing. Yeah, there is coolant. So yeah, that's about it for now. Oh. So yeah, I know I was messing a little bit there at the start, but try to understand what was going on. But yes, so obviously I'm not 100% sure what's going on with these ECUs, but basically was the SDM and the instrument cluster that was not reset and reprogrammed. So that's what it is at the moment. So let's gonna do what I said and then maybe wrap up this video. Okay, and I'm actually recording this after completing the video. So what I'm gonna say on the last clip might not gonna match what we are doing here, but anyway, I'm sure you will understand. So basically, after I finished the video and after I finished everything, I've rung the guy, I told him about the airbag, and he actually asked me to look at it. But so when I came to have a look at it, then I thought this will make an entire video, but actually it didn't, because when I came to have a look, then obviously I've noticed straight away that these lights were off here, and I thought, that's strange. So I came to scan the car and there is no faults. So I think what happened, guys, was that the only reason why the airbag light was on and all that good stuff was because the airbag module was not programmed. So whoever's been messing around with it obviously reset the module, whatever they did, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's why. And someone just jumped ahead covering the airbag light rather than actually fixing or program correctly the airbag module. Which is a little bit okay. So what we're going to do now quickly is I'm going to open the cluster, take that tape off, and then just make sure it works, and then yeah, and then I will show you. Okay, and let me show you. There he is, and you see him there. All done. You see in there the tape. Let's see if I can pull it out without actually stop recording. There we go. Let's put it back on and see if everything works. Okay, so screws are not in or anything like that. I just put it like this just to stop the glare so you can actually see. So let's gonna turn ignition on. So airbag light on. Airbag light off and stays off. Now obviously when I turn my side lights, now it shows the wall symbol, as you can see in there. Okay, so let's actually start this thing. There we go. So that's it, guys, another problem solved. And I thought I would just take you through quickly. Now I'm going to leave you with the last clip, which was the wrap up. And obviously that is narrow, this video kind of landed here in between, but hopefully it will make sense in the end. So yeah, so stay now with the wrap up for the video. Okay, and after inflate that tire on that side was a little bit low, I might just going to go for a quick drive at the end of the road and come back just to test it. Topped up, the oil was a little bit on the low side. I don't know which oil was in here, so I'm gonna have to tell the guy obviously to do an oil change on this. The car is now warming up, and I've just did a clear of all the faults, and I'm gonna read all the faults again to see what came back. Why is not? Oh, there we go. So it's going to read all the codes again. Another thing that I've noticed quite interesting is that whoever put the tape in there, look what happens when I turn the lights on. The tape is coming into the light that shows that the lights are on. So someone did it. Oh dear me. Can you just, I think the airbag light is there just by the seat belt. So look what happens in there, you see? Someone covered it up. Right, anyway, I was not asked to look at that, so I'm not going to look at that. I will tell him that I've seen that issue. If he wants me to look at it, fine, that will make into another video. If he doesn't want me to look at it, oh well, it will have to stay. For the time being, looks like we have BCM coming back with one fault. So let's correlation on the ECM. Okay, that no, it's not that what I want, because ECM as, oh no, is there on the ECM actually, engine ECU. Yeah, so the engine ECU as a camshaft crankshaft correlation, probably the belt, the chain stretched. Oh well, doesn't really matter for now. I was not asked to look at that, so it's gonna stay like this. The only thing I was asked, guys, was to start this thing. I was not asked to do anything else. Again, I might go at the end of the road just for a quick drive, see if everything is good. But that's it for the video, guys. So I know I was mumbling a little bit. I don't do this very often, and every time I do it, I still need to go and figure out how it's done. And obviously because I didn't have a clue what was done on the car, was a little bit. So this ECU, I don't even know why we have this ECU. I don't know. This looks like is the ECU that's been bought to put in here. So it looks like the ECU in there was the original ECU, because this looks to me like a scrapyard marks in here. So I'm not 100% sure why they have this ECU here. I don't know what was done. So anyway, we'll go there in the end. And in the end, guys, was just the instrument cluster and the airbag module. We also did a reset on the engine ECU, so I'm not sure if we'd have to be done, but we did. We cleared the we reset the engine and reprogrammed it. I already went through all the coding. Everything looks to match the car, so I'm happy with that. And that's it. So I don't know, let's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's some information here you guys can find useful. If you do still have any questions, any comments, you know how it works, put them below. And like always, thank you for watching.